In the history of warfare, we've seen nations rise and fall. Ideologies clash and human ambition reshape the world. But in 1932, Australia found itself in a conflict that defied every known rule of war. The enemy had no weapons, no flag, no language. And yet, they won. This is the true story of the Great Emu War. A battle so absurd, so surreal, and so real. It almost feels like satire. But it wasn't. It was a national embarrassment. It's 1932. The world is still deep in the grip of the Great Depression. In Australia, the government is trying to rebuild the economy. One solution? Offer farmland to war veterans, soldiers who had served in World War I. The idea is simple: give them land, get them working, and help the country grow. Thousands take the offer and begin farming in the vast dry regions of Western Australia. But life is hard, the land is harsh, and the farmers are barely scraping by. And then, the emus arrive. Out of the wild bushland, over 20,000 emus, massive flightless birds nearly 2 meters tall, begin migrating west, searching for food and water. They descend on the farmlands like a storm. They trample crops, smash fences, and strip fields clean. The emus are fast, strong, and surprisingly organized, moving in flocks, adapting quickly, and proving impossible to stop. The desperate farmers beg for help, and the government responds the only way they know how. They send the army. Chimed Raur, with Lewis machine guns, the same type used in World War I. A small unit of soldiers arrives in the wheat fields. Their mission? Destroy the emus, protect the farms. It sounds easy, after all, these are birds. How hard could it be? The first operation is a disaster. A group of emus is spotted, about 50 of them. The soldiers get into position, they open fire, but the gun jams. The birds scatter and vanish into the brush. From that point on, the war becomes a farce. The emus are too fast to hit and too smart to walk into ambushes. When the soldiers mount a machine gun on a truck to chase them down, the vehicle bounces so badly on the rough terrain that the gunner can't aim. Thousands of bullets are fired. Almost none of them land. By the end of the campaign, over 10,000 rounds of ammunition have been used. Only around 1,000 emus are killed. A ratio so bad it's mocked even by the military itself. The commanding officer famously remarks, "The emus have proved that they are invulnerable to bullets." Quietly, the operation is called off. No medals, no celebrations, just silence. The emus had won. In the years that followed, the emus kept returning. The farmers still suffered. But the government never again tried to send the military. Instead, they focused on building better fences. The Great Emu War became a joke in the press, a piece of trivia, a bizarre footnote in history. But beneath the comedy is something oddly poetic. A modern army faced off against a force of nature, and nature didn't just survive, it won. The Great Emu War reminds us that not all battles are won with bullets. And sometimes the most absurd stories are the ones that are absolutely true.